All right, everybody, just give me a minute and I'll be right with you. I just want to do up all these head bolts on the pony just to seal it up completely. Never did any particular pattern to it at all. I just wanted to snug them all up. I don't want to torque them up right now because, well, I just don't know if I got to remove one or more or whatever just to put something underneath the head bolts. Been a long time since I had it off and whatnot, so I'll torque it up when it's bolted to the D6600. Good morning, this is the 15th of January of 2026, and I've been busy doing some, well, gasket making. I got a couple of gaskets made here for the nose cone part that goes over top of the governor linkage. I'm just going to do a few preliminary things, like throw a little lube oil on that for one thing. Make sure it's well lubricated. I did free up this pin that's in this assembly, so it's working freely against the spring, and I got a new gasket made for this, of which we can put on. Now, which way does it go? I think it goes like this. Now, I didn't bring any sort of a hammer. But that block of wood just does quite nicely. Then we can put all these bolts in place. They're not bolts, but rather nuts. Anyway, we'll get all those zipped up, and then we'll go to working on this end plate here that runs the governor for the, or not the governor, but the advance for the mag, but it covers the end here. Okay, I'll bring you back. Okay, I got all these bolts in position there, or in place, tightened up, new gasket. So that's put back together. And this, as you can see, got a new gasket on the plate here with the bolts already started. And I believe it went with the identification plate up. So we'll just get something started in the holes here. Okay, that's in there. I'm just going to take this wire right off because I just know that it's going to end up causing me a great pile of stress. Now I just got to get, oh, maybe I got it right here. As luck would have it, thought I was disorganized, and here I was organized. Okay, there we go. I just know from experience, better get rid of that while I haven't broke anything yet, because once I think about it, I'm going to break it. Like trying to mount this back into place or whatever. It's going to catch on something, you know what I mean. Someday I would like to, I'm going to get some polish or something and clean that tag off. It's original and pristine. I would just like to clean it off so I can read what it says. Okay, we got this here all together. Now we just need to put this woodruff back into position. There, that's in there. Now this I think I got it down a little too far. Okay, there, that's moving freely. We'll just get this cinch bolt in. Looks like it didn't have a washer on it. Okay, now we got to have this set, get a little oil on it. Get the throttle set bolt in place. All right, so that's that way. So that's how that operates. That's at idle, set to idle. When it does start up, then you just kick that out and it'll go to full bore. Kind of a easy, simple way. It's either idling or it's full throttle. All right, so this end is together. Let's move on over to the pinion end. Well, I thought I was just going to free up this catch mechanism, but I'm going to have to tear it right down because just listen to that. That bearing is totally not good. So, all right, might as well get after that. Tear that right down. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to get that. Those dogs are at it again. I imagine you can hear that. They sure like to give each other a hard time. There we go. Well, that should just come off of there. Well, it's moving. Not by much, but it is moving. I do have this gap opened up quite a bit, but I'm thinking I'm just going to spray it with some of this honey goo. It's kind of like some kind of magic elixir penetrant. We'll see what happens. It's got to be better than dry at any rate. Big might usually wins the fight. Holy! Well, that's out of there. Okay, now we got to do this fold over lock. I'll have to get some tools out. I don't know how this is going to break apart, but we'll get her eventually. I know that. Hey Ezra, what do you think of this here action? You should come out to the front and take a look. Well, that wasn't so bad. That's broke out of there. There's still a little bit of lubrication on these threads, but it's kind of like tar. Pretty sticky, or molasses. It's a good thing we're taking it apart now, because another decade, I don't think I could have handled another decade. Fold over lock, I think it's good enough. We're going to use it again. Yeah, and here's our spring. And it's in good condition. It's not rusted or anything. Yeah, she's in good shape. So we'll just put those items together. Might as well slide this gear right off. Clean it up, and that's pretty dry. It's dry rust on there. Sticky rust. Okay, now we got to bust open these here 3 bolts there, and we'll knock that, try to get that bearing out of there. And that collar comes out. It's got water in it. I wonder if anybody knows, is there 2 bearings in there? I'm kind of thinking there is. It's going to be a double bearing apparatus here for sure. I went to Vernon yesterday and got a bunch of parts. Starter motor for my boat, and got the cam for the old Auto Patrol 11, and heat start switch for the 922B, but it's a good thing I covered it up as I wasn't available here. I was gone all day yesterday. It could have rained, but it snowed, so it wouldn't have been so bad. But anyway, let's uncover this and get it over here on that table. So I gotta finish with the pinion drive. Oh, and I forgot. Look at down there. I got some new Crocs Canadian version lined, so they're good for winter. That's pretty cool. Okay, first off, you can see that this is completely assembled again. And while I was gone yesterday, nobody put it together. I put it back together before I left for the Okanagan. And reason being is I was originally going to replace these 2 bearings down here, thinking, well, that they're dry and rough and whatnot. But then I got to thinking, like I normally do, no, we're just going to clean it up and put it back together. I oiled them up really good. Oiled all this here stuff up really good. You can still hear the bearings rumble, but in the grand scheme of things, this thing has sat in the tree line for 50, 60 years. You know, it was worn out when it was last used, and then it's just gotten worse since then. But my way of thinking is, I'm not going to put a whole whack of money into this machine, like new bearings and, well, I'll put gaskets in obviously, but not new bearings and new parts and, you know, so on and so forth, because I'll just put all that money into it, and I'll run it a couple of times probably, and then it'll predominantly sit for months and months and months and years and start once in a while. Point is, it's never going to be used to its full extent. And after I'm gone, I'm sure that all this, these projects that I've accumulated are headed for the scrap. They're not really worth anything to too many people, except in my age bracket that kind of grew up with this here technology and kind of worked with it. All the younger people are not going to take too much of an interest in it, and there is so much of this old iron laying around, well, every country in the world. So they're not going to get scarce per se. So I'm pretty much going with the thought that in 10, 20 years this whole thing will be in scrap. So why put brand new bearings in? These ones are going to work just fine. But anyway, for now, we got to lay it on its side, and I got to get my gasket making material and hammers and punches, etc., etc., and we're going to make a gasket. This is the largest piece of gasket material I got available today, so I have to just kind of put it askew so I can cover the full depth of all the flanges. And what I do is I just start with getting it lined up there, and what I do is get it lined up best I can, and drive a bolt through these holes, and then I'll just tap it out the pattern with the hammer. Et voila, there's the gasket shape with most of the holes in it. So now I just got to find out where the dowel pins go, etc., etc. Okay, this might be a little bit of a trick, but hopefully it's going to work out pretty good. Okay, I forgot a step, so I have to pull that back off. On the edge of the flywheel here, I got two paint marks here. I don't know what the one is for, but the other one is clearly saying mag. I put paint marks on. I cleaned it off with the wire wheel and then I put paint on it. So I'm hoping with a file I can take the bulk of the paint off. I just about wiped it with my finger and dirty up the whole thing. Want to avoid that. At any rate, the actual line is saying mag down here is really visible. And up here, whatever that is, we'll have to look into that, see what that is, but that's visible too. Now, on the housing here, I don't think you can see it. I got to get in the right position to see it. Yeah, I think it's right here. This is the actual line on the housing that you line up with your timing marks on the flywheel. So I'm going to clean that right up and then continue on putting the flywheel in, or the housing to the motor. Okay, I got it wrestled back into position where I was before I wanted to do those timing marks. So let's see if we can have any luck in pushing that up and on. Guys got to get lucky sometime. Look at that. Right in with the dowel pins, top and bottom there. So I'll just get the bolts run in there and put this lid back on. Okay, all these flange bolts are tightened up there, so we just got to put this lid in place here. I got the gasket area cleaned off. I'm just going to have these snugged up because once I do get it mounted on the diesel, I'm just going to have to take a look in here, probably adjust the clutch, and find those timing marks, line them up, get an understanding of what I need to do to get the mag timed up. I don't have to worry about timing the engine because I never had the gear train apart. I never had the engine apart really. Just to put the valves in place, clean up the governor area and this clutch area. So yeah, we just got to worry about timing the magneto. Okay, that's going to be a wrap for this section of working on this pony motor. We got everything all freed up, like the pinion drive, the clutch is freed up. It was kind of rusted together, and the governor linkages all cleaned up there, so everything functions. So now all I have to do now is to go down there and clean up the gasket areas on the side of the block, and then flip this over, clean it up too, and I'll have to go get some more gasket paper to see if I can make a nice complete gasket there. It's fairly big over there, so I might have to go in 2 pieces, so which won't be a bad thing either. Probably that's what I'll end up doing, do a 2-piece gasket, top and bottom half. But anyway, I'm going to be posting this up to my Living Like a Boss channel, as well as putting it up on the Saddle View project. So if you haven't gone over there and check it out, it's pretty much the same thing. There's a couple different things on there, but I'm slowly building up both there, as I explained before, is to try to get around the demonetizing on Beijing Living Like a Boss. I just can't get that understood yet, but I'm going to keep on working at that, and hopefully I'll achieve 500 subscribers over on the Saddle View project channel, and then I'll go ahead with monetization there and then have everything brought over to that channel. I don't know how it's all going to work, but y'all have a good day out there. We'll catch you later.